morning. How's everybody doing today? Welcome back to the channel. VXM, Viola Extreme Machines. Hope everybody's doing good. I want to welcome all the new people that just subscribed lately. Appreciate you guys coming on to the channel. Don't forget to hit the like button and share with everybody. Working on this Malibu today. Let me show you what we're doing. All right, so where we left off yesterday, I was talking to. We got that right there, mounted. Got the coil mounted. We got the starter pump button mounted. Those power distribution block right there, those things are awesome. You get them at Jegs. Let me show you what they look like. Right here. And so you get the part number off of this thing. All right. They're really good. So if you need one of them, they make them in red and black. We got one of each for this car. We're probably going to mount the other one right next to it. This way you can run all your ground wires to it. You run all your positive wires to it. And get that done. So that switch panel is actually going to come out, and then we're just going to put a blank panel there. And we got a spot ready for the top box for the switch panel up on top. So right now, I'm just running this. I just wired the fuel pump. Ran all these wires for the fuel pump. And we're going to change the ends on this gauge on the battery. So if you guys want to know how to cut this stuff, I don't know if I showed you this before, but
I think so, bro.
These ends are hard as a rock. They don't even give. But you buy this you could get at Lowe's or Home Depot. Okay.
I think it was like what?
Yeah, about 70 bucks or something.
They're kind of expensive, but it's definitely worth it.
Here, watch this. Done.
They're nice for the stainless steel.
We cut the stainless steel, all the braided line and stuff. You cut it with this. It makes a nice clean cut.
You don't have to sit there with tape it and then a whiz wheel and try to cut it off.
It'll make a clean cut perfectly. So we're gonna put two new ends on this. All right, we got regular ends on this. This battery ground is gonna go right to the battery. The positive is already mounted. The regulator is in the front. He's got two switches here, two relays. We're going to tap into both of them. So both of them are going to run the one pump because you're supposed to have two relays for these pumps. So this is an old relay. One is nothing on, the other one says NOS. So you must have ran a nitrous line in here before. So we're going to run them. I'm going to open them back up and make them both trigger the pump. All right. So we got to change the end on the distributor wire from the coil wire. So we got to take all that apart. And then in here, we got to change the end on that, but it's going to come through the wall. So we got those mounted in here, ground. Got the wires coming from the power wires from the original wire harness from the car. And that's wired. So we're going to mount some more wires to this. We're going to recrimp a boot on the end of that coil wire. Alright, you get it off. Alright, and then we'll be able to run that in here and mount that to the coil.
Alright, so we're in here welding ground board. Huh?
A ground stud.
Yeah, ground stud. It's got like 40 pounds of undercoating on it. You go to grind it off and it just gums up the grinder.
Yeah, that's good. Look at that, it's all melting all over. All right.
Okay. Gonna run it.
When you want to go faster, just let's strip all the undercoating off it.
Yeah. Pick up about half a tenth.
Yeah. All right, that's that. Cut all these wire tie things off. I'm gonna put that ground strap on. I won't run it inside.
Okay.
Welcome back to the channel, everybody. VXM. Just want to show you what else we're doing today on this car. So we're finishing up some wiring. We already wired everything on the key is working. Lights, directionals, all that kind of stuff is all working. So now we're going to mount the shifter. So we made the hole for the shifter. I'm finishing up this little hole right here. Right? That's gonna be the seal where the cable goes through the shifter. And then the shifter,
Right behind you.
what we did was I mounted these 4 little bolts onto it. The shifter's gonna go in there. This is gonna sit here like that. We're gonna weld the bolts to it. And then we can raise it and lower it and see, I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that'll sit on there. The cover will go on there. So doing that.
Daryl's coming over to weld.
Daryl's
the
gonna be here in a
tabs
couple minutes. I gotta weld that switch panel up here.
and those bolts.
I'll have him tack them for us while we're here, while he's here, and then we can finish wiring the rest of that, because then I can run all the wires down and keep going with it. All right? Here we go. Getting these tabs welded for that box. Back up, do that now. Show you how that goes. Now we gotta mount the shifter. Show you what we did with that. So we mounted the shifter on 4 studs, like little stands. Now he's gonna finish welding them. We tacked them in place. He's gonna weld them on there, and then we can lower and raise the shifter up and flatten it out and tilt it or whatever he wants. It'll be right where he needs it. Right? Alright, so we got that done. And then one other thing we gotta do. While I was laying under here, I noticed something. That spot of this roll bar, they must have forgot or I missed it or something. No big deal, but we're gonna weld that, because if not, it's not gonna get certified when it comes time for certification. But while he's here now, we're gonna weld that up.
Alright, so right now I'm gonna vacuum everything out. The tunnel's all done. I'm gonna scuff it all down. I'm gonna silicone around all the welds. Paint it, that way it doesn't rust on us. Paint that top bar where all those brackets were done so we can scuff all that. That way once that dries, I can put that boot on there for the transmission cable. And we can start kind of putting all the wiring in after and put that wiring harness in there, all the switch panel and everything. Okay?